One. So we are playing as white. So this is round 6. And we are controlling the center, dividing pieces. That's quite good. Bishop g4. Bishop back to d7. Yeah, that's not a good piece development. So black should take our knight. E5, that's quite good. And we have very good control of the center. And knight h5, that's a blunder because we can play g4 to trap the knight. And we missed that. And we play e6. Well, yeah. Yeah, basically, we cannot win the pawn, basically. It has 2 pawns. So, maybe we can still play g4, right? So we can trap the knight. Yeah. So, bishop g5, d5, offering a trade. Bishop back to d3, e5. Yeah, it's just giving up the pawn. Black it also make the bad move. It just giving up the pawn. Bishop h3. Okay, so why don't we take the bishop? I think we can take that. If the queen goes to h3, we can play. I think we can play rook e3 to attack the rook and attack the queen, and the queen has to go back because these squares are all controlled by white pieces. The queen has to go back, so we're quite safe. So g4 actually makes us even in danger. So bishop take, yeah, we lose the pawn, and yeah, then our opponent has very good position, but very luckily we get a draw here. In another game, so we were playing as black and Ruy Lopez. So I think we need to play b5 and then move the bishop to b7. So e8, bishop knight g4. Yeah, as I said, we can play b5. If bishop go to b3, we can attack the bishop, or I mean, we can still play like bishop b7 to divide the bishop, and then later we can play pawn to d5. We can attack at the center. Knight g4. Are we winning this pawn? Yeah, d4 is not good. I think white should play rook e2. h3. Oh, we can take the pawn. So this is about some tactic. We keep taking the pawn. Yeah, then we can win the knight back. So now we have 7 pawns. Our opponent will have 5. Yeah, we up 2 pawns. So yeah, there's opportunity. The white take down with the queen. That's interesting. That's not common. So I think taking with the bishop is better because the queen really stops the bishop. And another thing is bishop b5. Yeah, we can win material. Queen to h4. Oh, we can win the bishop, right? So it's pinned. And if queen takes a bishop, I can take the knight. Yeah, we can win material. Bishop e6. So there are some like back and forth. Oh, queen c6. That's not a good move. We can win the piece. Yeah. Now we have some advantage in material. So now how can we convert that to win? So usually we have 2 strategies. One is trading pieces, especially the queen, simplify the game. Another thing is developing our pieces. So we have advantage in material, so we need to utilize that. We need to, for example, rook c8 and then rook to c2. We can keep adding pressure at the g2 pawn. So we're offering queen trade. That's good. Our opponent doesn't want to trade, and we keep trading queens and queen. Yeah, we can tell our opponent is quite experienced. It doesn't want to trade the queens. It's the strategy. Bishop h3. We want to trade the bishop. Rook to g1. Wait. Okay, then we move with bishop back. Okay, wait, bishop to c6. Trade queens. Yeah, we keep trading queens, but we should also, yeah, I mean, white doesn't really want to trade queens. So in this case, we should like developing the rook. This is where we have two rooks, right? We have one more rook than our opponent. We should utilize that. And if the bishop goes to, for example, I don't know, b6, we can move the rook to d2 to attack the g2. If bishop goes to c3, we can move the rook to e2. So we can add in more pieces targeting at the g2. So yeah, we can utilize this strength. And later maybe rook to e8, and this rook to c2, and this rook to e2 with two rooks. So if I have two rooks, a bishop, and a queen, we can involve all pieces, 4 pieces targeting the g2, and there are only 3 pieces defending g2. We can break through that. And also, since this is a light square pawn, so the dark square bishop cannot really protect the pawn, and it's pinned. And the knight cannot, it's really hard for the knight to protect the pawn. Basically, the knight has to go to maybe e1. So let's say, I don't know, maybe, I don't think that can go to f3. Attack the queen. Yeah, wait. If knight goes to f3, we can make our queen back a bit. And what about next? Maybe a3, I don't know, a random move. And we can attack the bishop. Bishop goes to a1, let's say, and rook to e2, attacking the pawn. So we are also threatening trading the knight. And yeah, so if bishop to d4, let me think about it. We can move the queen to e4, and even maybe later bishop c5. I'm thinking about sacrificing the rook, pinning the rook. Yeah, we can definitely break through the defense because we have stronger piece value on the board. So we can add in involving as many pieces as possible to utilize our strengths in material. So okay, rook d8, yeah, good. Rook d7. Well, yeah, it's a bit passive. Maybe we cannot move rook to d2, but we can move to rook to e2, right? Knight f3. Okay, yeah, this is something really bad because we opened up this file. So we pay a lot of attention on attacking and utilize our strength and also trading pieces. That's good, but we should not ignore how our opponent counterattack. So that's a problem. Yeah, so once white counterattack, yeah, that's really bad, and white is winning. Yeah. So yeah, maybe remove the rook to e2. I mean, after queen to queen. Yeah, rook d7 it doesn't make any. Yeah, the rook should be protected by the bishop. The rook can stay at d8, and as I said, maybe we can move the rook to e2 and then later, because these two squares are light squares. The bishop cannot stop these two squares. So yeah, that's maybe better.